Hey, this is Ace the Real IntellectualRadio.com, another perspective. And I got my co-host on the side.
Miss Bang 'em Up, yo!
You already know we're about to do hot topics. You know what I'm saying? She got a whole lot to say, so I'm going to get her the flow. Go ahead.
He said hot topics. All right, you guys. The hot coming up this Tuesday, April the 2nd. Everybody get ready to vote because it is going down. We got the raccoons, the foxes, the squirrels, and the possums that are running the city of Chicago. All right, y'all. And I'm going to break down Chicago for y'all in 4, 5, 6 little words. They took off the white sheets now. Now they using all of the policies and procedures to hang us. This is the new Ku Klux Klan. It's your vote now. But we want y'all to get up and get out and vote. We don't have a chance unless we sit somebody. Somebody is going to win, whether y'all get out there or not. It's either going to be Lori or it's going to be Prepwinkle. Who you for? You don't have to tell anybody, but get out there and vote. Because the city of Chicago is the city of scandal, thieves, and greed. We got the pastors, got their hands out in the other people's pocket. We got the aldermen, the state rep. So the game in Chicago is called go along to get along. And that's the politics here. So we need everybody to get out and vote. We're going to have our first African-American mayor, lady. But this is the key. Just because we are African-American, everybody that got this skin color is not for us. And y'all got to watch what you're doing. What you say about that, Mr.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going with the light. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
My personal opinion, first of all, yes, she's an African-American woman.
Amen.
And she's a gay woman. And right now, if you really look at our city, especially on the other side of the Gold Coast, even on our side,
okay,
it's a lot of LGBTQ.
TQ, I think.
Yes. All of them, it's a lot of them. And
Okay.
they got money. They got businesses and they got a voice. They want to be heard.
Amen.
They fighting for the same issues as a straight black African-American person, male or female. And they basically, they want, to me, they want love, prosperity, and respect.
Okay, well, I missed it the last debate. The last debate was Friday, everybody. It was at Chicago State University, and I wanted someone that was a college student at Chicago State University to ask Lori Lightfoot and to ask Tony Prepwinkle, what are they going to do about the homeless situation here in Chicago? A lot of you guys may not know that the Sly Fox, Mr. Rahm Emanuel, he don't care about black people. He don't care about poor people. And he sure enough don't care about hungry people. Friday, they did a demolition. They gave eviction notices to the sidewalk of the people at Tent City. Now, that was amazing to me that everybody has somewhere to lay down and go to sleep. And here's the people that's living off on the side of the expressway. This is the home that they have known. They have been living there for both of his terms. And you did a slick maneuver because of this Lincoln construction that y'all got going on that cost $8.1 million. But technically, I think that the construction only cost $4.0 million. The other $4 million is going in Rahm's pocket when he's going out the door.
Right.
Now, this is how it goes. We already got the city figures. I already got the city already figured out, you guys. We already know that we got massive incarceration, right? We got a massive incarceration at Cook County Jail, right? We know the deck is stacked against us with the judicial system, right?
Right.
The lady of justice is supposed to be blind. But let me tell y'all something. She has a preference. Forget about what they told you in the law books. The lady of justice is not blind. She's peeking out up under that blindfold when she hear this voice that we got. She blinking down and pulling it down when she see the young Latinos and the young black men that are standing there before the judge. And how I know, because my entire family has been standing there before the judge. And I know the lady of justice is just as crooked as the judge that's sitting there with the robe on. Sure, there is some judges that are for us, but 99.9% they're against us.
Yes.
They are against us.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You're right about that.
Absolutely.
And the thing is about it, we got people in our midst that just don't care. So when you don't care, don't complain. And
Absolutely.
so my thing is, if you're gonna be uh, 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 a part of this community, your voice got to be heard 100%. You have to make initiative to change things.
Amen.
I can, me and Bang 'em Up, we can sit here and we can holler and scream all day. We about to do this. We need you. We need you. It's up to you to get yourself about that chair. Get your head out the clouds, put on some clothes, and be a part of your community. Go to your alderman, and y'all demand what y'all want. Alderman, you go demanding to your alderman what you want in your community. You don't work for her; she
She
work for
supposed to work
you.
for you.
She have state money and government money that's for you. Yes, she deals with the what do you call it, the Alahi program and all of that. Yeah, and she might have a warehouse where you get some stale bread now and then. But when it comes down to your community, where you want community policing, you want better after school programs, that's where I fight for you. She go to those people down in Springfield and handle that. Now we got this mayor, Lightfoot and Prepwinkle. What y'all gonna, y'all already know the history of Prepwinkle. Y'all already know the history of Lightfoot. And then, I don't like Lightfoot because she using uh some type of scare tactic
Do
and
you mean
negative.
Lightfoot or do you
I'm
mean
not Lightfoot,
you
but
mean Prepwinkle?
Prepwinkle,
But both of
Prepwinkle.
them has to do salt. Now listen, now I'm gonna break this down for y'all.
Mhm.
I don't want to hear no more about skyscrapers, botanical gardens,
Mm.
dog parks. I ain't worried about another Jewels being built or
Right.
Walmart. How many jobs or how many jobs these will create
Mhm.
and they're not given to the right people?
Right.
$2 million the city uses for the beautification of downtown for the tourist attraction, Navy Pier, Millennium Park. When there's violence, vacant building, they done closed 50 schools.
Mm.
There's no economics nowhere. Now the 50 schools that they closed, a lot of y'all don't know. They're training police guards, police dogs in them schools. Now, the police shootings are up, the accountability is down, but they used it, all this saturated coverage that they got, that they could have used it to help do so many things. They used it, have mercy, Lord. They used, his people calling, don't call me now, wait now. They used all this saturated media coverage for Jesse Smollett and for R. Kelly.
Mhm.
This is why I have a problem with it. We don't want to hear no more about R. Kelly. We don't want to hear no more about Jesse. Everybody has told a white lie. If you think I'm lying, go get your tax return that you just got. Look on there and see how many kids on there didn't belong to you. Your grandmama, she been dead 2 years ago. You still filing for something at her house that she ain't did. So we want y'all to get from over with that one. What we want, Lightfoot or Prepwinkle to be doing. We need the amnesty program to come back. And we don't need it for only 6 months. We need the amnesty program to come back year round. Lightfoot claims, y'all hear me say alleged just now, that she's going to stop the boot, right? So if she stopped the boot, all that revenue from the boot mean they got to get their revenue from somewhere else. So the amnesty program can give these people their money back. We need the heating centers to be reopened. We need the mental health centers to open. We need them, all these warehouses that they got. Y'all done took the homeless them off the streets. You took Tent City. They living up under the viaducts. All these rehab these warehouses. Where are all the free lunch programs? We want y'all to bring them back to the South Side. Now there's free lunch programs in the summer, but they on Pulaski, they on Cicero, they not on State Street, they not on Halsted, they're not on Cottage Grove. CPS, the 50 schools that they closed could house the homeless. They can use 10 of them schools to help the homeless, the sick, the shed in. They could turn them to heating centers. The city of Chicago owns all of that land, so it's nothing for the city to write that off in the tax write-off. But a lot of y'all don't know that. The summer reading program, they need to bring it back to the South Side. I look for a summer reading program for my son, and they were way in Lincoln Park. I live across the street from Obama. Where is all of these resources going? Where's the free tutoring K through 12 at, right?
Right.
We need to do what LeBron James did. The free uniform vouchers for all the students that are at CPS. Where's all this free? They got all this TIF money. Bring it back to help our people here.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? There should not be a special circumstances for the CPS to give your kids bus card. Your kids shouldn't have to be slow or in the IEP or MH class to get a free bus card. There should be free bus cards given to every student that does not live in the district. Because y'all closed these schools, some of these children have to walk from 3-4 different other blocks to come to this school in a whole nother danger zone. We need the aldermen. These aldermen make over $100,000 a year. This is what they fighting tooth and nail for these spots for, because this will put them where they've never been in their life. We need the aldermen to be accountable for the back to school jamborees with the backpack, the haircuts, the little girls, the school supplies, the physicals. They should, every child that is in that alderman ward should receive their first state of Illinois ID for them. See, they don't want me to run. I may have to run because everybody's scared to stand up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not scared to call a raccoon and a fox a fox. You understand? They mad at Kim Fox, but listen to her last name. It said Fox, Slide a Fox, right?
Hey.
We need to bring back the back to school. They remember there used to be a caravan.
Yes.
I don't even know if the people in Robert Taylor remember. It was sitting in the middle of the playground, and everybody bring down the shot records, and you get your kids your free shots where you ain't got to go try to go to the board of health.
Or Daniel Hale Williams.
Oh, that's right. And bring them back. Now, when Harold Washington was alive, y'all may don't remember this, so y'all gonna play slow. Harold Washington made everybody that did business with the city of Chicago, you had to hire every youth. There was no such thing as a work permit.
Right.
When Mayor Daley took over, he come up with a work permit. You had to sign it for 14 years old. When Harold Washington was the mayor, at 14 years old, all these places that are WIC centers now, that is where Harold Washington had, where you go in and sign up. Everybody got a job. Everybody had a job from 14 to 22.
Yep.
Now, I don't know what they're doing now, but y'all got to wake up and smell the coffee because they done took off the white sheets. Y'all worrying about the Ku Klux Klan. I ain't worrying about the Ku Klux Klan. I'm worrying about the people that look just like me. That's what I'm worried about. Sure, we're going to have our first African-American mayor, but y'all Mark Banghamup's word, they finna turn the city upside down. They're going to turn it upside down, man.
Oh, yeah. If they wish to give us that, even though it's inevitable, Preckwinkle or Lightfoot, either one of them.
Somebody's going to win.
Yeah, it's history being made.
Absolutely.
But once you make history, they put barriers in front of your decision making.
Absolutely.
Just like about 3 weeks ago, I was here and I said when Kim Fox was making all these demands and what she was doing on TV and what was going on with the Malekas, all of that, I said, Kim Fox better tread water lightly because the wolves is about to come at her.
Yes, Lord.
But I tried to tell people from the very beginning when they started this campaign with Preckwinkle and Lori Lightfoot, all of this was finna come out. I said this. I said, once Fox make a decision, they was gonna come at her.
Absolutely.
They was gonna come at her, and you best believe out of Preckwinkle and Lori, they're gonna start coming at her because hopefully, God willing, that these women, at the end of the day, they got that mother's worth. They got that women's intuition. And I would love for them to revamp the city of Chicago so everybody can be appreciated.
That's if they come together as one.
Right.
Now, if Preckwinkle doesn't win, Preckwinkle will still run the county.
Right.
Kim Fox will be over the state attorney's office.
Right.
Lori Lightfoot, if she wins, she'll be the mayor. Right.
Right.
But the key here today, we want Rahm Emanuel to get his boxes together.
and get out.
We want them. I hope you're already packed, Ron. Get all your trophies off the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Get y'all Fabuloso and wipe these desks down.
Right. Debug it.
Debug it.
You
Because
know.
one of these African American women is going to win. I know to some people it is a historical moment for them.
Right.
Because it's going to be the first African American woman that is going to be mayor. But to me, it is not going to be a historical moment to me unless this young lady get in there and do everything that needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
She brings back all of the economics back into the lower, the low class community where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? It don't mean anything to me if Lori Lightfoot or Prep Winkle get in there and nothing is done within the 4 years. So I'm not frantic because they are the first African American woman that is gonna be mayor. I'm gonna be frantic when they bring back all of the programs that they took from our community. Mm-hmm. When they bring back the jobs, I'm not frantic about you holding the police accountable for the shooting. Because if you show up at court, we can get them together. And just because they snuck this little law in where you cannot tape the police, y'all keep taping them. Because this is how we're winning our cases today.
Exactly.
Taping the police. And whether it's illegal or not now, y'all smoke weed and it's illegal. So don't tell me about, oh, you're so righteous and saved, sanctified, and filled with a holy lie.
All right.
Continue to tape the police. Continue to tape everything that you see wrong. Now, while y'all worrying about Jesse and his white lie and R. Kelly and all these different little women, we had all the media coverage that we needed, all this big saturated coverage, we could have found Kiara Coles.
Yeah.
Had they moved the camera, they was able to tell that it was two Nigerians dressed up by looking at the camera closely. How y'all wasn't able to look at that camera that was on that block and see what car or where Kiara Coles went? Y'all was able to do everything but what you need to do. And the Chicago police is going to continue to fail because they put all of their resources and their time into the wrong thing.
Exactly.
Here's a little boy that was just shot, 14, 15 years old, 44th and Shields.
Right.
It's alleged the mother say, don't go outside, ain't nothing out there but death or whatever. He go out the door, stand out there.
And look what
happened. And he gets
she
shot.
She said that herself.
Absolutely. So, listen, the way to live here in Chicago is to honor thy mother and father that your days will be long upon this earth. And this scripture is playing out on your children's life. I see a lot of people are afraid of their teenagers. I know a lot of people say my kids won't listen, they won't do that. But you have to do tough love to your children. You can't be out there twerking with these little babies.
That's right.
You can't go to their parties when they turn 21. You ain't got no business there.
Right.
But how about you go to the school board and find out what's going on at the different little meetings that's going on? How about you go down here to the city of Chicago when CTA is raising the fares? Learn out what is going on in your community. Don't be the last one to find out. Right. So the historical moment is Tuesday night at 10 p.m. I want everybody to go get their Rolex watches that they're going to be giving out now. They put them around their wrist when you vote.
Right.
Go get your Rolly TikTok, because your Rolly don't post the TikTok, but go get it and show us that your vote matters. Because a lot of y'all are going to complain, and you have no right to complain if you didn't get up and vote.
And now, and on top of that note, now, the issue was, one thing I could say about these two candidates, they do not like Eddie Johnson.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
Well, Eddie, get your boxes, baby.
Yeah, Eddie, because you know.
Well, he know he's leaving.
Yeah, but at the same time, I applaud him in the efforts that he's doing.
You know what? We're not going to applaud him. You know why?
Why?
When the 16 shots ran out, we're not applauding him.
Right.
When them 16 shots rang out, he was quiet. I've heard of church mouses. Y'all remember when we little kids, they say they quiet as a church mouse? He was quiet as a church mouse.
Right.
When them 16 shots rang out from Laquan McDonald's, he was quiet as a church mouse. He wasn't outraged when they sentenced, what is the man's name? The one that shot Laquan. I can't even think his name. I don't know.
The white boy. Just say that.
Listen, they weren't outraged when the Chicago police got the 2 years. But here they on the news, upset about Jesse Smollett case that he got away scot free.
Right.
But you didn't hear Emmanuel get up. You didn't hear what is it, the police Eddie Johnson say nothing. So this is what I'm saying to you, Black America today. Just because we are all the same color don't mean that we all believe the same thing.
That's right.
Years ago when we were young kids, there were teachers that teach to live, and then there's the teachers that live to teach, right? The ones that's teaching to live, they only there to get their paycheck.
Right.
But at Mary C. Terrell School, we had the teachers that live to teach because they loved the students and they didn't want you guys held back. Now we got the teachers that want to hold you back, keep you in summer school, don't want you to have anything. But it's time. It's out for games. Eddie Johnson, get your boxes, baby. Get your coat. Get your shoes now.
You know.
Ramen, now you clean out your bookcase.
And on that note, but I want you to understand this, Cheryl. When they charged Jesse Smollett 16 counts. You know what that was? That was a subliminal message saying 16 counts in the cover up my you know what I'm saying, for Laquan. They charged that man 16 counts of lying.
Listen, baby.
But here it is, this man 16 times shooting him, and he got all that dismissed.
But see, this is the key with that. Had Jesse Smollett was Caucasian, they wouldn't have had a problem.
Right.
If he had been Caucasian and gay or homosexual, it wouldn't have been a problem because he would have been team one of them.
Right.
But because he was a young African American young man that is a homosexual, that is out with his life, they wanted to make an example of him. But see, this is how God works. He looked beyond your phone and see your need. He know the little boy don't know no better.
Right.
You get it? And once God let you get away, that means don't go back and do that again. Get it? Don't do it again, Jesse. He didn't understand that by him saying he was beat up downtown, that they would run them cameras. But Jesse, I'm gonna tell you now, you should have said you was on 79th and State Street, baby. You could have really got beat up there.
Right.
Had you say you was at 51st and Cottage Grove, you could have got away.
Right. Yeah, he could even go for his 35th.
Listen, he could have said 35th and Lake Park, and he could have got it good because ain't nothing over there but the end of the road.
Right.
But listen, we're here today to tell you guys to get up and vote. Listen to what the candidates are saying. A lot of people are going off. We don't want Prep Winkle because we know she's going to put the sugar tax back and all the different taxes. That's a lot what y'all looking at. But then we got to look at what Lori done. Lori is crooked too now.
Yeah.
Listen, them children that died in the fire, the Reverend Dwayne Funches, he went to Bible class down the street. But where they lived at was a bad area in Chicago. The fire broke out while him and his wife, Emily, was at Bible class. The kids stayed at home because they was old enough to stay there. Fire broke out. It could have been an electrical fire or whatever it was. The people that saw the fire called and said, can we get a fire truck here at such and such, such and such? Right? The 911 call center or the whatever is the 311 call center, they hung up on the people. They hung up on 2, 3, 4 calls, right? Now, once the kids died in the fire and once the fire truck got there, maybe 30 minutes later, 40 minutes later, they sent a subpoena to Lori Lightfoot and told her, we subpoenaing all the records and we want y'all to hold all of the calls that y'all hung up on. The family sued the city of Chicago. But because when Lori Lightfoot showed up in court to bring the tapes, they were all empty. They had done erased them. So that is what Prep Winkle was talking about now. But Lori low down dirty too now. Now she the one did the first swinging. Prep Winkle didn't swing first. But see, when the news come out with it and they put it on the front page of the Sun-Times, then that's when Prep Winkle made her a video. But the Funches family came out and say, listen, we love that you brought this case out because everybody forgot about what happened in 2004. But if that is what Lori Lightfoot did, we want God to have mercy on her soul. But we don't like the way that you brought it out, Prep Winkle. But I'm glad Prep Winkle did bring it out.
And then the family asked, cried out to Prep Winkle and said, would you please, I don't care what you do, just take that off. I don't care what you say about the case.
But no, you know what? This is one thing about when tragedy happens. You're looking at it at a standpoint because this is your family.
Right.
But if it's the truth and it can help you guys, y'all can go back in and open up another investigation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And say that the news is reporting that this young lady did actually erase these tapes. They can go back, because if they was deserved a $500 million settlement and they only got two, they need to go back.
Right.
You know, and so happened to me that my children's father, them his first cousins.
Are you serious?
And they happen to be my kids' second cousins, them Funches. Yes. On the west side. Yes. My kids are Funches. The last four that nobody in the project know.
But you know what? And you know what? You brought out some points that, okay, you have to, you got to have judgment on the, you got to, what's that old saying? The lesser of both evils.
The lesser of two evils. So you thinking to go with Lori, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, listen, honestly, because of this, the way it's playing out, I don't know who to pick.
Oh, I don't know.
Listen, I'm not gonna even lie to y'all today. I will not vote for neither one of these ladies. They will not have my vote. I'm going to vote for William Calloway because I'm in his ward.
Yeah.
We need to unseat Leslie Harrison. We know her mother was a great principal at Mary C. Terrell, but she has not done anything for the community. This is a tale of two communities. And she has done more for the High Park area and done nothing for 71st.
I knew that was Miss Harrison.
That's Miss Harrison's daughter. But she's now about as good as her mother is.
Yeah, but you know what? I seen her at SEIU. I'm a union steward at the SEIU.
Okay.
On 22nd.
Well, her time is up. Leslie, thank you for your service, baby. But get your coat, boo.
Right.
Because I honestly believe William Calloway is going to win. And another reason why I didn't want to vote for Prep Winkle, because Prep Winkle lied and said that she's the one that uncovered the Laquan McDonald.
That's not.
But you notice she stopped saying it?
Yeah.
Because people say you a lie in the quota.
Right.
William Calloway did that.
Exactly.
And had William Calloway did not stand up, did not go to court, and did not bring everything to the light,
right,
we would have never knew about this young man was killed that viciously, and how this young man, this Caucasian police officer got away. But I tell you, you got to have, we don't have the complexion for the protection. Right. So y'all got to teach y'all children what they need to do. How when they get pulled over by police, make sure you got your license, make sure you got insurance. If you ain't got it, you ain't got no business behind the wheel. You got to walk with your children. You got to talk with them, because these Chicago police that we got, they are the new Ku Klux Klan.
Exactly.
And they're using the policies and procedures to kill us every day. All the different requirements. They give us the right to bear arms, but if you got a gun, they're going to kill you for you.
Now, check this out, though, sir. I'm glad you brought that issue up. Now, think about this. You remember the Aurora killing, where the brother went in there and killed all the administration? At this warehouse that was in Aurora. Okay, now listen.
Was he black, white?
He was black. He was a brother. He was a brother. Been there 15 years.
But what did he kill him for?
Because they fired him.
Oh, well.
Because, listen, they fired him because they did a background check.
And what did the background check say?
That he was convicted of a domestic.
So they fired him.
But
and
this was the domestic was during the time he first got the job.
Okay, but now this is how this goes. We need this. This is why we need our mental health services back. Because anybody that gets a gun after you're fired from your job, that you worked there 10 years, 20 years, and your mind is unsettled at the way that your job, your boss and supervisors has treated you, and you get a gun to end other people's lives senselessly, you're wrong.
Right.
I don't care nothing about you black, you Mexican, you Puerto Rican, you white, whatever. There is another way to handle that. If you want to kill somebody, kill yourself.
Right.
You know, because a lot of people are losing their lives over foolishness. Right. You know, some things you take it to the Lord in prayer. You know that? Some things. But I don't condone this young man going there and killing all them people. I don't condone it. He's wrong for it. No, but we need the mental health services brought back to Illinois.
No, but the point I was trying to make, every time you see this commercial about that Aurora killing,
shooting,
and they was talking about They trying to get it where people who lost their FOID cards, and that they go house to house to the people to make sure they can't get a warrant and go in their house.
Okay.
That's criminal trespassing on the police part. What they trying to do is once a person actually lose their FOID card, they trying to get it within 24 hours. That person that got the FOID card, they got it suspended or revoked. And within 24 hours, they have to bring their gun to the police station.
No. That's fruit of a poisonous tree. Listen to this. You don't make the white people bring their pistols to y'all, and we ain't gonna bring guns to y'all.
Exactly.
But listen now, you do not have to register your guns. Listen, it's all right to be a fool. But I keep telling y'all in Chicago, don't be a damn fool.
Right.
Stop telling everybody what the left hand doing and what the right hand got in there. You don't have to tell nobody nothing about what's in your house. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Right. If you got a FOID card, you done did the other training, and y'all have guns, that ain't none of their business.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Get your lockbox if you got kids and lock them guns up. Because the young lady that was brutalized because she parked in the wrong parking spot, I forgot where this was at, Atlanta or somewhere.
In Atlanta.
And the man beat her up real bad because she in the wrong spot. But he didn't know that Facebook and this internet and Instagram is the best thing they could have came with. Because when y'all do wrong to people, we can catch you in less than 2.2 seconds, baby. So we got a lot of people that out here videotaping these crimes.
Right.
I commend them for videotaping them. But my thing is, when there's 2-3 of y'all in the car, why the rest of y'all ain't out there helping to try to break it up or save somebody?
Right.
But y'all stop talking too much, because the system is set up for us to fail. Y'all worrying about the Ku Klux Klan marching. You better be worrying about the governor. You better be worrying about your principal at school. You better be worrying about is you're going to pass them drug tests for these food stamps. Because the little orange man over in the Oval Office is not for us. He can't stand us. And listen, wait a minute now. I'm going to make y'all laugh. I wrote out what president means, because to me, he's a pedophile for the P. Or he's a racist. He's been a racist for years, right? He's an extraterrestrial.
An alien.
He's stupid, right? They need to indict him. This is the only person that everybody in his office went to jail, right? He done got all these people indicted, and they so afraid to go up against this man and tell the truth.
Right.
The D, he's a damn fool. E, he say he educated. With the ego he got, he's not educated, baby. And N, he's a Nazi, and he's a tyrant. And they keep talking all this smack about, I won, I won.
No collusion.
No collusion. Baby, if they release them 300 pages, you'll be on your way out. Sure, people talk about the Republicans, they talk about the Democrats, but this is the key to this. We got to get behind a candidate next year, and we got to vote, whether we don't even want to vote for him or not, to get Donald Trump up out of here.
Right.
Get them up out of here. And y'all get up and get them them 18 and 19, 20-year-old kids that y'all still got living in y'all house. Get them registered to vote and make them get up when you go vote at 6 in the morning for them young kids to get up and vote. If you do not, listen, we already dealing with the city. They had their hands in every pocket in the city of Chicago. Got their hand in the White Sox pockets, the Cubs pockets, the Bulls pockets, the Fire, the Blackhawks, CTA, CPS. Their hands is in so many pockets that there's no way that we have homeless out here. There's no way that we have the poor. There's no way there's no heating centers. 19 homeless people died when it was that big cold a month ago.
Right.
We should not be facing some of the things that we're facing. But because y'all sitting at home chewing on that popcorn and eating them Doritos, we're going to continue to face things that we facing. I know you can twerk, and I know your little daughter and grandbaby can twerk, but I want y'all to stop twerking Tuesday, and I want y'all to get up now
and twerk to the
and
poles.
twerk to them poles. All that popping you doing, you can pop it in line, baby.
You're like,
Pull out your ID.
Saying, I'm vote. I'm vote. I vote.
I vote.
Turn up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So absolutely.
So you know what? And I'm glad you crazy.
What,
but you know what? I had to let my girl Cheryl AKA
No, Cheryl. It's BANGEMUP. If you want the crowd to show up and then get turned up, you got to call Bang 'em Up.
Bang 'em
All right,
Up,
bang
AKA
'em up.
the bang.
The bang, bang, bang.
You know what I'm saying? Skeet, skeet. But at the end of the day, I love that my girl, she said, Ace, I need to get on the show. I got a lot to say today. I said,
Absolutely.
I said, you more than welcome. You
We
ain't even
listen. This is called intellectual radio,
radio.
right? If you want to learn something, this is the station that y'all need to tune into every day. Not just for the 7 o'clock show. You need to catch the 6 o'clock, the 5 o'clock. They be on this business.
Yeah,
You
they talk
understand what
about
I'm saying?
everything. We got hostess all through IntellectualRadio.com. You know, just get YouTube it, iHeart it, iTunes it, you just freaking,
Absolutely.
and you got sisters that got their own shows that's talking about womanhood. You got brothers, brotherhood.
Talking about health.
Y'all have to start supporting black owned businesses.
Absolutely. Go to
You know what I'm
Truth
saying?
on
And if
39.
y'all got some things y'all want to say, hey, let me know in advance if you want to do a call in. I'll shoot the
Absolutely.
number to you and you can give me your perspective, because what I say might not be your perspective, but that's why it's called
Well, listen,
another perspective.
it may not be his perspective, but listen, I'm going to tell it how T.I. is, right? When Bang 'em Up said that's it, it's law. There ain't no change and ain't no wavering,
You
because
feel
I'm
me?
going to tell it to you in the raw without the profanity. Y'all know I do the profanity on my Facebook page.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I got to put the education. Listen, I put the education on in the street when it's about business and about people understanding what is going on in the city. So all them little thongs y'all got going on, I want you to get up Tuesday, 6 a.m.
That's right.
and go to vote. Either you're voting for Lori or either you're voting for Prepwinkle. But everybody that is in the ward that William Calloway is running, go vote for William. Everybody that is in the ward for Jeanette Smith, go vote for Jeanette.
Yeah.
Everybody that's in the ward, I think her last name is Ford. She got 2 hyphenated names.
Mhm.
Vote for her for the city treasurer. So listen, it is not a game, Chicago. A lot of y'all, as I said, y'all was talking about Jesse Smollett, but y'all lied on them taxes. Y'all said y'all was self-employed, and none of y'all worked in 30 years. You've been
You
getting
know
this
what I'm saying?
self-employment money for years.
Mhm.
Y'all get up, baby, because they finna take all of this from
They
y'all.
finna shut it down.
They finna shut it down.
Shut it down.
Now, we got to see what these young ladies are going to do within 2 years. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm not vouching for nobody. Only person I'm vouching for is Jesus. Everybody else is on their own. You get it?
Right.
I can only vouch for the Lord because
Right.
I know he's able to do it. Now, in human form, I don't know what y'all able to do.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes y'all can also hurt the ones that you love. At the end of the day, yes, I want people to get around that brother William Calloway.
Absolutely.
He's a strong black brother. I supposed to have him on my show a few
And he got a
times.
100-day plan.
And he got a 100-day plan, huh?
Listen, he already ready. Listen, I honestly believe the young man gonna win. That's why Lori Lightfoot and them, J. Maul them is endorsing her.
Right.
But like I told Eddie Johnson them on my page, I said, y'all had so much to say about Jesse, but when J. Maul Green had y'all, and when William Calloway and them was talking, y'all was hiding in the closet. So I couldn't find Eddie Johnson.
Matter of fact,
nowhere.
a lot of the people like Alvarez and all of them, they left quietly.
Listen, y'all be befriending the wrong people. Learn who Michael Sneed is.
Mhm.
Learn who listen, when you open these newspapers, learn who the people that's writing the articles. When you see a great article in the Chicago Sun-Times and in the Tribune, send them people, oh my God, this article was so beautiful. And send them maybe a cookie or something in the mail and mail it to them. Drop it off at the Sun-Times or the Tribune paper.
Mhm.
So one day when something happens, a police shooting or different things that happen in your neighborhood, and you need somebody to cover it and come write about it, they're going to remember you from 4 years ago that you sent them some Hershey's Kisses or something to them and said, you know what, I really love the article that you wrote about
email
this.
them.
Email them. Listen, I know how to use my resources. So when something happened in the Sistrunk family, they'd be so scared.
Because y'all do.
So we ain't, listen, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. I know everybody love Martin Luther King Jr., but listen, I'm Cheryl Shabazz, baby. I'm for Malcolm X. I'm really for his policies.
Uh-huh.
And I love King. Thank you for what you did. But Malcolm X was a bad sucker, baby.
Because
I'm a renegade.
you know what I'm saying? Because you hit me, I'm hitting you back.
Well, listen, I already told the Lord, look, Lord, they say, give us a piece of steel, right? I ain't gonna play with you. I ain't gonna be on the news. You know how people be on the news? Oh, my baby, I ain't gonna be on the news doing none of that. God bless their ministry. I'll talk to Jesus when I get there. But until then,
peace
I'm
be
about
still.
peace be still. I talk and apologize to the Lord when I get there. But no, you can't be about here being afraid and doing wrong to people. Watch over your children. Watch over what you're doing. Get out here and vote. Know what's going on in your community. Know where these job affairs are at. Everybody should have a white shirt and a tie in their house. Every young lady should have a nice dress that goes to her knee, not them short little ookie pookies that y'all wear to church. We don't want you to wear what you wear to church to go get a job, okay? Because y'all in the church house looking for a man.
Right.
All right. And the man that you should be looking for, he from Galilee. All right.
Right.
But since you that ain't what you're looking for, we want y'all to get y'all some nice little white shirts, everybody, and get you some black pants and a black skirt that comes to your knee. And start getting y'all some jobs, because baby, they finna turn the city upside down. If y'all don't believe me,
taking away that welfare.
in 4 years, y'all come back and say, "Bang up, said that." They finna turn the city upside down. And I know this is our first. This is monumental, and this is this, and this is that. But I'm doing like this. I'm sitting down and watching what's finna, the dust that's finna come. Right. So y'all get you a job and keep your job. Get you a job that got some benefits, because these ladies that are in power, they finna turn this city up. I don't know who is gonna hurt it. Well, Eddie, get your books, Eddie, get your coat.
And I know it's a lot of people that work. I know a lot of people work home health care. That's CNAs in these nursing homes and in these hospitals. Let me tell you something. Next Wednesday, I'll be going to Springfield to speak with legislator about short staffing and how the department heads treat CNAs, where they try to bring in division, because she's an LP and an RN.
Yeah, but I think all jobs do that. CTA does that. Do you know that?
Yeah.
It's amazing that these jobs they do divide and conquer among you.
Yeah.
And they give people like us, we have blue shirts. Right. Then the people that go up above us have the white shirts. Right. And it is amazing that the people with the same color of you will go against you and write you up and different things. But them Hispanic brothers and sisters, they won't damn write up none of their people. But these young African American women and men, y'all give them some power. They don't know what to do.
Especially when they get them white shirts.
Now, if they paying the aldermen $100,000 a year, what is the mayor making? You understand what I'm saying?
Mayor make about $375.
Woo! Oh, they got some nice light bill and gas money coming.
And then basically they get all the perks free.
Listen. The mayor of Chicago, you guys, is one of the biggest prominent positions that any person can have. And this is why they fighting tooth and nail to get it. So y'all got to understand, either way it goes, somebody is going to win. So the blood won't be on my hands come Tuesday. I'm voting for everybody else on the ticket. I will not vote for a woman to be the mayor, because really I don't know if either one of them a woman. I don't really know. That's just shade. That's the shade. It's real shade, though.
Amen.
I don't know. Any woman, listen, one thing that you can know about a woman, every woman cares about her appearance. Right. Any woman that don't care about their hair, their nails and their eyebrows, or none of that, they coming out with these raggedy, messed up hairdos, all this gray everywhere. They don't believe in no rest. I ain't voting for no woman that don't care about her appearance. They put them suits on, they scared me. I ain't seen them with a dress on ever.
That's why, when they was going through the primary, when they was going through the primary, I didn't vote for Willie Williams. I really wanted the underdog, and that was
Amira. How do you pronounce it? I wanted Amira. But see, this is the key with this. When Dorothy Brown backed out, you guys, right? And Dorothy Brown, what is the word called?
Endorsed
Amira, right? What Amira could have did was smart. She could have said Willie. She could have said Lori. She could have got a few people and say, listen, let's all get together Because all they doing was splitting the ticket, right?
Right.
Me personally, if I was running for office, I'm finna try to grab LaShawn. I'm finna try to grab Willie Wilson. I'm finna grab Lori Lightfoot. Because we want to make sure that Prep Winkle don't get it. You get it?
Right.
So because she wasn't coming to none of the meetings and the forums no way.
Anyway.
So I would have teamed up with them and say, listen, I'm going to give you a spot. I'm going to give you a spot. You're going to get 200,000. You're going to get you a spot. You get it? No one has been as great as Harold Washington. No. I don't care nothing about what they talking about daily, and he done held it 10 years, 18 years. Harold Washington was the greatest mayor ever. Yep. Mayor Jane Byrne ain't did nothing about living in Cabrini Green. Harold Washington, they hate the legacy with Harold. Just as Donald Trump hates the legacy with, what is the man named? Obama? No, the white man that died. Yeah.
He tried to dog him.
He can't stand him.
Right.
But listen, he's going down in history as the goofiest man alive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If you can leave a legacy for your children, and see, this is what they're doing also in this mayor's office. Rahm Emanuel set himself up where when he leaves, he has Lyft, he has Uber. You got it in the family in them there. Do y'all know how much Lyft is made? Is right now today they're worth $24 billion.
Wow.
$24 billion. That is what Lyft and Uber. I ain't even calculated what Uber worth.
Uber was out before Lyft. But
they together. All this is Rahm Emanuel's brother or whoever's companies. Right. He did not make them get all of the things that the Chicago cab companies and all the yellow cabs.
He cut through the corners.
They cut the corners. But listen, that's the same thing Jesse Jackson them did with his sons with the Budweiser, different little things. Yep. But y'all got to read your newspaper and know what's going on, because this is a big pay-to-play city, and they not playing no games.
Oh, Daily had Coca-Cola?
Listen, they're doing generational wealth. We don't believe in generational wealth. You understand? We believe in, what is it called on Facebook where you want somebody to pay for the funeral?
Insurance?
No, when they do the...
welfare funeral?
No, when they... GoFundMe.
Yeah, GoFundMe.
We the only fools in the city. We want to do GoFundMe, right? We don't want to say, pay yourself out your paycheck before you pay anybody, right? Get a Lord his 10% and put you $300 or $200 every paycheck into a savings account. If you don't want to get insurance, start saving. Just imagine every income tax, you're getting $10,000, $8,000. You put $1,000 every income tax to the side just in case anything happened in the family. Anybody need to be bonded out. Anything happen. Right. But we want to do GoFundMe. Right. You get it? Right. We don't want to do nothing the legal way. We don't want to start our own business. Oh, Pretty Finesse Cosmetics, you guys. Y'all see my lips. Okay? We don't want to do our own business. Don't y'all know some of y'all are so educated and so smart? You know what I'm saying?
But you got to be a great thinker.
Listen, you can. They think real good when they go in the public aid office and fill out them papers talking about they ain't working. Tell me about it. What they had good you got to be able to think. They know how to think when they doing wrong.
Go ahead, man. About my feed. You got good game to play that game when you go on the SSI.
Play the. You know how to play stupid. You know. So you know how to listen. Let CTA fire me. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to have the cutest outfit on, baby. But I'm going to be completely covered, have my hair did, and get out there on 55th sell water. Get some water. Baby, it's the biggest hustle in the world. Get you some water.
Some coffee.
Get you some, oh, baby, it's a man at 55th and Prairie. His name is Hustle Man. He's at CTA on the Green Line every day. And that man bought him a brand new $80,000 truck. Within 2-3 months, standing out there selling T-shirts and water and cans. Yes. That's the biggest hustle in the world. And he gets him a little license from the city. So there are no excuses in real life. When y'all come to me with an excuse, I don't listen to it because I come from the valley of the shadow of death, and that's Robert Taylor. I lived there 25 years, and baby, I'm sitting on top of the world.
Right.
So I know you can do it. All them excuses. My mama don't love me. My daddy died. My cousin. I ain't had a father ever. But them stepfathers reared me and showed me the way to do it. I'm team stepdaddy till the world blow up.
Right.
Okay? So, y'all get ready. Tuesday, it is not a game. Your life is dependent on which one of these young ladies, y'all call them young ladies, but which one of these persons is going to win. Because I don't know now. I'm really not for women that don't care about their appearance. If a woman doesn't care about her appearance, She don't care about you. She don't care about how she gonna turn this city up, and they finna turn Chicago upside down. If y'all think I'm lying, y'all just watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch what they do to Chicago.
And you know, and people better start recognizing it.
Absolutely.
You know, because you know, every day you see people getting killed. You see
Absolutely.
over just standing outside.
But listen now, these killings, y'all playing stupid in Chicago. Y'all know what these killings are for. All these rap songs that they putting out, talking about smoking on whoever kids that got killed. Y'all know what they killing each other about. They're killing each other about these YouTube videos, and they're killing each other about Instagram and about Facebook. This is not hard science. These police were able to uncover this Jussie Smollett within 7 days. They should be able to know by watching these videos on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook and know who was the killer of these different people. Mm-hmm. They say it in the songs every day. And all of the people that are getting shot, these are not mistakes. They were trying, listen, they may one trying to get the other people that's with them, but they were trying to get one of the people, you know? Right. And I know a family where they were trying to get one of the brothers, and they got the other brother, and then they couldn't get them again, and they got the other family member. So listen, y'all know what it's about. Y'all got to watch what your kids are saying. If your kids are not old enough for YouTube, your kids are not old enough for Facebook, we can stop the violence among us if we keep our kids off Instagram, keep our kids from making these YouTube videos. Everybody wants their child to be a rapper. Nobody wants their child to do nuclear medicine. Nobody wants their child to be a doctor, a lawyer. But everybody wants their child to be a rapper
or a basketball player.
But no. We're not doing that. We want to be business owners. Right. We want to have something real that estate. If whatever happened, yes, real estate or whatever, but whatever happened in the city of Chicago, that when it's all said and done, we'll still be standing when they put their sugar tax back, when they start bringing all these taxes and cut all of this, everything that they finna cut, because they finna cut a lot of things.
And then what they gonna do? You think, because when just to elaborate a little bit on what you said, remember when she did put the sugar tax, everybody started going to Indiana. The
Absolutely.
prices, and then the prices. Now you're gonna tell me I can't go to Indiana because I don't have an Indiana ID. I can't go over there and shop, because they were stopping people and confiscating their pops and everything.
Well, that was only Prepwinkle probably had put that into play. But this is the game that's going on today. She know that because of that one mistake that she did, a lot of people is not voting for Prepwinkle because of that, you know? So she's looking back over her life and like, dang, I messed up right there. But she's hoping that the years that I've been in the county, I've been doing the county government for 20 years or whatever. I don't care. Listen, I have not been in the alderman chair or have not ran the city of Chicago, but I can count. I know how to count. I used to count over $1 million a day when I worked there for Jesse White and vehicle services, registering vehicles. I can count and put the budget together. So they thinking that you need these college degrees and all of that. That's only just for y'all to be saying, oh, I have a doctrine and all of that. God has no respect to person, and I don't either. They can put me in one of them spots, and I would turn this city completely around in less than 6 months.
Yeah.
But you have to listen, as I told y'all, this city is called go along to get along. Right. You got to go along with what they got going on to get along. And the moment you don't go along with them, that's when everybody come up against you. But Harold Washington wasn't afraid. He checked them and put them in their place and let them know that I don't care what the regular routine used to be. We're doing what Harold wants to do today. So there's no go along to get along. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
That's why they tried.
You got to know what you're doing.
And you know what? And that's why when Harold made those moves, when he died, it was speculation of him being poisoned by arson. But then, you know,
I think it was something they said that they sprayed in the air.
Yeah, it was arsenic. You can
okay, but listen, do I believe? I could believe that it was something, because you know he already had a bad heart, right? So all it takes is something to trigger for your heart to go a certain way.
But then you know they disrespected him. Remember when they
did the painting of him
at the, with the panties and bra?
Listen, they're gonna listen. That is because Harold Washington was so great. Did you see the man's funeral? Was wrapped around 9-10 blocks. They loved the Harold. Harold was for the people. There's not no one I haven't seen one come yet that is really for the people, that are for the whites, the blacks, the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, just the Polish. Harold was for the people, and them people loved Harold Washington, and they had to get that man up out of there. But however it go, we have to bring back the program that man had going. And they keep acting like, oh, we can't stop the killings. You can stop every killing in Chicago. Give them young boys a
A
job.
job.
Give
Give them
them
a
a job.
job. Let them
All
have the
these
response.
stores,
Yes.
all these stores up on 47 and 35th, you cannot operate unless you hire these kids that's in this community.
That's right.
You know,
And you know what? And I'm gonna tell you something. Me being a street dude myself, and if you give that a person a job,
absolutely.
especially if it's a trade job like a plumber, you put him through the apprenticeship program, and
Absolutely.
you give him a taste of that $29 and $30 an hour
They will
job,
turn their life
and
completely
every 7
around.
days they coming home after taxes with $1,000. You think somebody finna trip on that?
I'm not even finna be on Facebook or YouTube or nothing. $32
They gonna
an
be trying to
hour.
get back to work and see if they can do a
Absolutely.
little overtime, because that's where you get your dedicated workers.
Absolutely.
Put the money in their hand and say, now, here go the job. It's up to you to keep it.
Absolutely. But you know what? As I still say, and I'm going to keep reiterating, everybody that is getting any type of contracts through the city need to hire these young men that's standing out in front of these stores, that's in front of your store, smoking weed and different things. Have them come in there and mop your store every day. Sweep out in front of the building. You got to start them slow. These young boys wants to do better. But if you've never had somebody there to talk to you and walk with you, you're never going to be anything. And that's why I walk and talk with my sons. I show them, you see that man pushing that buggy, eating out that garbage? If you don't go to school, you don't graduate out of grammar school, you don't graduate out of high school, that can be you. If you don't love your mother and you don't love the Lord, this can be you. Right. But a lot of us are our kids' friends. A lot of us are smoking, rolling up weed with our kids. A lot of us twerking with our kids. And in the moment that something happened to them, somebody done killed them, we talking about we don't know where we went wrong. How you don't know where you done went wrong? When you're sitting there drinking with them, you got the Patron and the Hennessy and the Ciroc in the house every day. How y'all don't know where went wrong? You know where you went wrong.
Hey, you know, and that's my girl Bang 'em Ups breaking it down. But I want to especially give a shout out and my condolences to the Harrison family.
Absolutely. You know, for
Nita Harris.
Juanita Harris.
We love you, baby. You know, you come from the bricks and sticks like us.
Amen.
God got you. And also my uncle Edward, my cousin Boo Boo, Tasha Roslin.
Okay.
Their dad is very ill. He's in Seattle,
we
Washington.
Most definitely need to send a prayer for
Edward,
them.
you know, you my uncle. You didn't want to call me Baby Brick. So, my hands and my heart and my prayers out to you. But I'm Ace the Real.
And this is Miss Bang 'em Up. Wait a minute. And please, everybody, pray for Nipsey Hussle. They just shot Nipsey Hussle 6 times. Y'all send a prayer out there to where he's at in New York or wherever. Miss Bang 'em Up.
You know, this Ace the Real, IntellectualRadio.com.
Another perspective. Y'all keep tuning in.
Don't let it go. Don't wanna let you go. Echo, don't wanna let you go. Echo, echo, echo.